Hello everyone, this is Shabnam here. Welcome back to my channel, The Counseling Corner. Before I could start with my video, a gentle reminder. In case you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel, and for those who have already subscribed to my channel, please do hit the bell icon so that you get timely notifications whenever I post my new videos. Most of the topics which I have selected for my videos are the ones which were suggested from my friends. And in case you want me to do any particular topic, please do put it in the comment section. Today the topic which I am going to speak about is the importance of open and effective communication in a parent-child relationship. Open and effective communication is a key for the success of any relationship. So it becomes very essential for the parents to encourage open communication at a very early age. So this will not only strengthen the bond between the parent and the child, but it will also make the life of the child and parent easy in the later stages. It will promote the emotional and mental health of the child, as well as protect the child from dangers like sexual abuse or getting into self-destructive behavior like alcohol or drug addiction. The most common question asked by the parents is, when should I start communicating with my child? See, when your child starts asking you questions, that means your child's brain is ready to receive the answer and he can understand. Usually we speak about the do's and don'ts, about the moral values and about the personal safety to our child, but it becomes very important for us to talk to our child about their body. You need to communicate to them that their body is their private property and they need to protect it. Talk about their personal spaces, good and bad touch. Inform them that that they are not supposed to touch and see anyone else's personal spaces, as well as they should not allow anyone to touch or see their personal spaces apart from the mother when giving the bath or the doctor while examining the child in the presence of the parents. You need to communicate to them that in case someone makes them feel uncomfortable or touches them inappropriately, they should immediately say no and run away from that place, and they need to report it to some adult they trust, like parents or teachers. When your child is trying to communicate something to you, you need to pay full attention, maintain eye contact, and try to understand exactly what your child is trying to convey to you. You need to observe both his verbal and non-verbal communication like body language, because sometimes it happens the child tries to communicate something to you but you understand something else. And as well as the child is growing, you have to keep reassuring the child that no matter what, you will always trust your child and the child should feel free to communicate to you. But in case sometimes you feel that the child is talking something which is inappropriate or asking some question which is not appropriate for his age, so if you scold him or reject him or you don't give him a convincing or satisfying answer, then what happens is that he will stop trusting you. And then later stages, if he's having some problem or if he's having some emotional distress, he'll not approach you. He'll start looking out elsewhere for the solution and he might get misled. The next important thing is that you have to start preparing your child for puberty when the child reaches about 10 years old. You need to speak everything openly with your child. You can explain the process of menstruation to your child. Ask your daughter if she knows about periods. Make her understand that it is a very normal process. She need not get embarrassed or panicked about it. Tell her in case she sees some stains in her undergarment, she should inform you. And if it happens in school, she can take the help of the teacher. You can teach her how to use the sanitary pads beforehand and encourage her to carry the napkins in a bag every day. As well as you need to discuss about the emotional changes like mood swings. Sometimes the child experiences anxiety. Tell her that all this is a normal part and then everything would be fine. If in case it is a boy, it is always better that the father speaks to the son. He can speak about the change in the tone of the voice, the facial hair, about erection, about wet dreams. Make your child understand everything is normal, right? And that is a part of the growth process. What is more important is that if the right information is given to the child by the parents at the right time, it will not only, the child will not only develop a trust in you and that will strengthen the bond, but it will also protect your child from getting into a lot of emotional distress and anxiety. Many parents are very hesitant to speak about sexuality to the children, but it becomes very, very important in today's scenario. I have seen a lot of children getting mixed and opposing feelings simultaneously, and this confuses them and leads to a lot of distress in them. I'll give you a small example. There was a child who was referred to me for behavioral issues, and she was studying in the 9th grade for self-harming. When I spoke to her, I understood that when she was in the 7th grade, she had some mixed feelings. She felt that she gets attracted to both boys and the girls, and this she conveyed to one of her friends, who immediately said, "Hey, you're a bisexual." She did not know what is the meaning of bisexual, so she went into Google and she started searching, and whatever she read about bisexual made her feel very dirty and uneasy, and she said she started hating herself, and since then she started harming herself because she wanted to punish herself. So it becomes very essential for parents to become little open-minded and accept that these feelings are very natural feelings, and to be very discuss this with the children and be very supportive to the children. Next thing is that body image. You need to discuss about the body image, because at this early adolescent stage, the children are becoming very conscious about the body image. They start comparing themselves with others, right? And they start feeling very low. The self-esteem is going down. So make your child understand that what is more important is the internal beauty, not the external beauty. And what is important is to be healthy. So discuss this with the children. Another concern which I have seen among the children is that children are having access to internet and the digital devices, and they are going into unnecessary sites and viewing inappropriate content and discussing that with the other children in the school. And so, but it is not the children's fault, although sometimes what happens, these sites keep popping up and the children just click. Some children have reported that yes, they had come across such sites and they felt very uncomfortable about it, and it really affected them, so they stopped seeing that. But some children get inquisitive, and again they go to the sites and they start viewing this pornography, and what happens is that they're getting addicted to that. So, and then this leads to the performance and academic performance is going down. They say that the mind is totally preoccupied with the thoughts, such thoughts, and they try visiting these sites again and again. So as parents, it becomes very, very important to set aside some time every day to talk to the child, understand the child's feelings, discuss everything openly with the child, and give the right information at the right time to the child, so that the child does not go out to get wrong information from their peers, or goes to the Google and searches for the information and gets misled. As well as the parent-child relationship will also become very strong, because the child will start developing a trust in you. In my next video, I'll be speaking about how and what you need to speak with a child who is 15 or 60, above 16 years of age, so that you can establish a close relationship or bond with your teenage child, as well as protect your child from problems like early pregnancy, drug and alcoholic addiction, as well as getting infected from disease like HIV. So hope this information was useful to you, and in case it was useful to you, please do give me a thumbs up. Do subscribe to my channel, The Counseling Corner. Share my video with your friends, and the most important thing is that hit the bell icon so that you get timely notifications whenever I post my new videos.